back, everyone. I am here with the lovely Taryn to commentate on round 3 between Scott Felver and Anthony Morales.
I'm also holding emotional support Pikachu who's cosplaying as Hero Detective Pikachu.
I love it.
All right.
I absolutely love it. Let's get into this. You're going to see Scott on the left, Anthony on the right. Scott's carrying Tapu Lele and Drifblim, Groudon, Reshiram, Salamence, and Incineroar.
And Anthony is going to have Incineroar, Rayquaza, Taka, Ogre, Kyogre, Tapu Koko, and Gengar, which is a very prominent.
Yeah.
I feel like both of these are very prominent teams right now.
Yeah, very counterpart to each other, but you have the slow on Anthony's side with Taka, the possible Trick Room there, and then Scott has 2 possible Tailwinds with Salamence and Drifblim, so...
And fun fact, so last night I was practicing. I was actually practicing, first of all, went up against a Melodic, and I had led Incineroar, Salamence.
Did decently again. But, well,
Melodic had competitive,
Yeah, not
so the Melodic KO'd my Salamence with Icy Ring turn 1, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna go to bed now. Alright guys, that was fun.
It would have worked if it didn't have competitive, you know, Double Edge, Hyper Voice, and Fake Out could have worked, but...
So Salamence and we don't get along now.
I don't blame
at all.
I had a grudge against Salamence back in 16 too, so... You know, it's a part of a Pokemon player's cycle to have a grudge against Salamence at one point. Anyway, Anthony gonna lead with Incineroar and Taka, while Scott's gonna lead with Tapu Lele and Drifblim. So basically the exact opposite to each other here.
Let's hope Drifblim doesn't steal some kids right now. Yes. And Intimidate from Incineroar going up. So Finny and Drifblim have their attacks lowered.
So now, you know, it's funny because you could not see a more opposite lead here. One team that prevents Fake Out, one team that has it, one that's trying to set up Tailwind, one that's trying to set up Trick Room.
Let's see who wins out.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking here, Anthony might have a bit of an advantage because unless Tapu Lele on this team usually carries the Scarf. So if it's not Scarfed and it has Taunt, that's a bit of a concern. But other than that, Anthony's essentially got a free hit to set up Trick Room and just target the Lele for Scott to switch out here. You can't really do anything with Incineroar. Oh! Hypnosis right away!
Oh, wow.
That is, yeah.
Great call from Scott. So Taka will not be doing anything, just taking a little nap.
And the gravity.
Feels.
And that gravity is going to increase that Hypnosis. But the Drifblim is now down on the ground. Not that's going to matter at the moment. And that Dark Neon, or not Dark Neon Z,
is that a Darkest Lariat?
Yeah, it's Insinium Z. That's tough to say.
Oh, I know.
Malicious Moonsault.
Well, you know what? At least it's not as long as some of our other Z moves. I can't go take a nap right now either. Like Taka, Sadzies.
No. Oh my gosh. And that Drifblim
gonna completely KO. Oh god. Well, that is that much calc you never thought you'd ever have to
check out. Especially in this format, you know, back in 18 that might have had a little bit more relevance. We're Groudon coming out from Scott's side.
Groudon, of course, using that gravity to his advantage, could easily Precipice Blades if the Precipice Blades doesn't miss.
Well, you have the gravity, so can't miss anymore for now. But you know what? I'm surprised the game hasn't glitched out at one point. Said it misses in gravity because it feels like Precipice Blades would do that.
It really would.
But Anthony's team's at risk here because a Precipice Blades from a non-intimidated Groudon against 2 things that are absolutely weak to ground.
Anthony's not in a really great place right now. Tapu Lele is going to Moonblast into the Incineroar, which is going to take out a good chunk, especially on Psychic Terrain. Ooh. Oh!
Okay, Precipice Blades connecting, but we see that vary from Taka, meaning that it is not going to take all the effective damage that it thinks that Shucka Berry, so it's going to survive the turn, and now stays asleep.
Still asleep. I just want to be like that Taka. I mean, you're great, but also naps, man.
No. I do not believe you. I mean, I couldn't even see what Pokemon it was because Groudon was like, no, I want the spotlight here. But no, if you do not get a lot of sleep, that sounds like the best thing in the world.
So of course, Ogre's Primordial C is going to come up. You know, every time I hear about Primordial Sea, I just think about the game Spore, which you might be a little too young to remember.
You know what? I've heard of it, actually. I've watched videos. I've played some of the
So much
YouTubers
fun!
It definitely... I completely see where that connection... I didn't play it, I just know of it, but I could see where you get that connection there. But Groudon wants to switch out, does not want Kyogre to knock it out, and can reset that Desolate Land later. And we see Reshiram as that last slot.
Oh, Reshiram.
Well, Kyogre's going to protect, he's going to stay alive for another turn here. And that Tapu Lele going to try and knock it out with a side shot.
But that Protect's going to come back in. Oh!
And a Trick Room coming out. From
Anthony gets that Trick Room, so he does kind of have the upper hand right now.
Mm-hmm. I think here you kind of want to get rid of... I'm thinking... Well, you obviously can hit the Tapu Lele, but I'm thinking Anthony might want to get rid of his Kyogre right now, switch it out, and save it for when Groudon comes back in play. Because Reshiram and Groudon are both threatened here.
Oh.
Or just set up that skill swap. Skill swap. Now that Primordial Sea is on the Stakataka, and Kyogre has Beast Boost. And with Water Spout in the rain against two relatively fragile Pokemon, none of them gets knocked out.
That is a Focus Sash Tapu Lele, so
Wow.
it could potentially taunt.
Yes, it can. So that's definitely good to keep in mind.
Reshiram, though, is going to come in with that Z move.
Ooh.
Is that a...
That was a drag.
That was the dragon, yep.
Devastating Drake here. That is going to be very devastating for Anthony
Some
here.
very interesting tech here.
That is going to absolutely target that Kyogre, and it's going to get it down to just around 40%. But Tapu Lele still has another move in the Psychic Terrain with Psyshock, targeting Kyogre's weaker stat, and that is out of there. So, you know, that... It really kind of was a risk on Anthony's side that neither one of them would go down, but it was still a calculated risk.
But our friend Rayquaza coming in,
And
completely wiping out our weather, or he will, possibly.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking here, it's going to come down to... Well, actually, no, because the Trick Room's still in play. So that's going to give Scott a huge advantage here, because... He really needs to hope for a Rock Slide miss from this Stakataka. Because if one of them hits it, you have a super effective attack on Rayquaza.
Yep.
And Groudon could just finish the Stakataka here. So, let's see. Delta Stream, there it is.
Coming up.
So no more... Oh! Gyro Ball from Stakataka.
Gyro Ball.
But no more weather is what I was saying. And we see the Reshiram will go down, but Tapu Lele stays in play. And the Rayquaza actually...
Earth powers.
Well,
oh, wow.
That is a huge reveal, because not only do we see the Reshiram was slower... I'm sorry, the Rayquaza was slower than Tapu Lele, but it also used a special attack, and that is not at all what you would expect from Rayquaza. So, huge reveal there. But, yeah, I think Scott at this point needs to have, like, Rock Slide or something to have a shot. Desolate Land coming out and reversing the Delta Stream, so... Ooh, this is becoming interesting.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Both players definitely took a lot of risks here, I feel like. And
I do feel that maybe showing all of that tech that we just saw in those last couple turns.
like that.
So Y-Guard coming up, meaning, but
Oh, okay.
Scott completely called that, and Groudon's throwing a tantrum now.
It's upset that he's the last one on the field. Earth Power from Rayquaza, though.
He's mad at Stack for killing all of his friends.
Yeah, pretty much. That sums it up pretty nicely. Scott has a bit of an advantage right now because he is under that Trick Room for, I believe, one more turn, and Fire Punch.
Fire Punch coming in. Let's see what it does.
To do like 50% now.
Oof. Nope, that's not gonna. Earth Power again. So
I
I do worry that. Okay, we're still going. Never mind then. I'll wait.
But Trick Room's gone, and now Anthony just needs to click Earth Power. It's over. Well, we do know at least one thing, that Earth Power does enough to possibly hit KO, but it also has that option to survive with 5 HP the Groudon on the Scott side. So that's useful.
From both of them, we saw a lot of their tech come out. Stakataka having skill swap, and the Reshiram, Draco, Drake and
Devastating Drake,
Devastating Drake, Drake and Z move. They showed a lot of information to each other in round one, and I'm really hoping that that doesn't mess with their, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategy.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm awake, you guys, with their strategies around two, because they both know a lot. Usually, like, personally as a player, something like skill swap, I usually try to save to game 2 or possibly 3, so that they don't know it's coming right away, because we do know that Lele is focus sash now. Taunt, meaning skill swap, goes away.
Yeah. And we saw it in the last match on stream too. Ben Lee was able to predict Dominic's strategies after he revealed a lot of things, like, and I can't remember exactly at the moment, but
I was playing, so I'm sorry. I'm
That's okay. No worries. But yeah, Ben was able to kind of observe what Dominic did and adjust accordingly, and that now revealing the skill swap, revealing the Earth Power, and revealing Hypnosis and Devastating Drake, like all of that really allows the two players to adjust their strategy, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple switch ups here, though I think.
See, Scott right here, he's already locked his battle box.
He's ready.
He knows what he's doing, but Anthony right now, he's taken some time to think about it. I think that might, depending on what he chooses, help him out.
Yeah.
And let's see what he did.
I just realized that Tapu Koko can use the electric terrain in his favor on Anthony's side, because he can lead with whatever, but then if he switches into Tapu Koko, when he sees Tapu Lele and Drifloon again, he can prevent Hypnosis from hitting, so
yes,
that might be a strategy we see. So we're going to see, this time Scott actually going to lead with a bit differently.
Incineroar and Salamence. Ooh. As long as there's no Melodic here.
No,
we have an Incineroar mirror matchup right now with our lovely Ogre.
So it's now like dragons versus Sky versus Sea here. Dragons versus a giant whale.
Intimidate going up on both sides, so everyone gets the attack drop. Meaning no one gets the attack drop.
Yeah, pretty much. Except both of Scott's Pokemon do have Intimidate, so that does help a little bit. And we also saw Anthony's Incineroar did outspeed Scott's barely. So fake out, when it comes to fake out pressure here, Anthony might be able to use that to his advantage.
Primordial Sea going up, meaning it's like it was in LA a couple weeks ago. Actually, that was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, yesterday it was even raining over my area, and we're like really far away from LA. It's like a couple hours away, so it's Kyogre's nearby. They should do that in Pokemon Go. If it's raining, you should like have a good chance to find a wild Kyogre or something like that. That would be fun.
I don't need any more Ogres. I don't need any more Kyogres in Pokemon Go. Of course, Groudon coming in, so that Desolate Land will come up.
So that with the
any type of water move that Ogre tried to use right now, it's not going to work. Let's hope he didn't click Water Spout.
Yeah.
I think we've all done.
I'm guilty of that, I can admit. But I think that was absolutely the right play from Scott here, because if you have Salamence and a Kyogre and a possible fake out, because Anthony had with the Incineroar, he was faster, could have faked out Scott's and then just used Kyogre to Ice Beam Salamence. Now that possibility's gone. We do see the fake out from Scott onto the Kyogre, so that's it.
That's our turn.
That's it. It's the end of it. But it definitely helps here. Now, Scott, he doesn't have to deal with the Intimidate from earlier. He has to worry about Incineroar being coming back into play. But right now, his Groudon is at neutral. Same with Anthony's Rayquaza, so back on even playing field when it comes to that. And Kyogre's just sitting there looking pretty and not doing anything. But it will now that the sunlight's gone, and we see a switch out into
we see our Reshiram again. Oh.
And there's that Turbo Blaze going to help it out there. And we now see Mega Rayquaza once again, so revealing that once more.
Delta Stream coming into play.
Now that, Rayquaza Kyogre is the winning team, winning combination of legendaries back in 2016, and it still has use here, and especially with that Earth Power, which connects, and the Water Spout, that combination is going to get rid of Incineroar.
Yep. Bye, Incineroar. Oh.
Just falls to the ground. Like, he's falling asleep. No. We do see now that the Reshiram was able to take it, but it's going to come down to, I think, if Reshiram can outspeed. I think it's at a huge risk here with Rayquaza, especially being weak to ground. So, but with Groudon coming out, now immobilizing Kyogre, no more Water Spout, that's useful. But again, you just got to watch out for that Earth Power.
But it's also really common, I mean, at least in my experience, to run extreme speed on Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Meaning you still have a very high attack, but you'll go first.
Yes,
but
definitely.
I'm not sure if that's on our lovely Rayquaza here.
We really have only seen Earth Power, which now I'm actually questioning if Anthony's is maybe Choice Stack. Could be.
Yeah, we'll see that item.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll figure it out this turn. Oh.
Yeah, it's switching out, so that's a good possibility there.
Stack Attacker coming in.
That is the fourth Pokemon. We now know all of Anthony's Pokemon here. And we see Kyogre Protect, so that is going to stay. And this Devastating Drake either gonna resist on Stack Attack Up or hit the protected Kyogre, so bit unfortunate.
Not gonna do much.
Yeah.
So for an Z move, hits into a protected only does a quarter damage.
Yeah. At least you get some chip damage. Sometimes it's useful, but in this case, it is
into the stack, resist. Ooh,
still does decent.
Does decent. Barely half. Stopping Tantrum coming into that Ogre, but Ogre's protected.
Here, I think
this is interesting.
Yeah, I think Scott's got a decent spot. He revealed the Stomping Tantrum, which means Stack Attack, unless it has Protect, will probably go down, or whatever comes in on that side will go down or get hit. Reshiram, I think it outspeeds Kyogre, and if it's carrying something like Draco Meteor, it can really. It can cripple it, but because Kyogre's super bulky and special defense, it won't knock it out. So I think, and then Kyogre most likely can switch too here. Anthony's in a tough spot, even though he's got more Pokemon, I think, typing wise.
And we do know that Stack Attacker has Wide Guard,
yeah.
So Precipice Blades is not really useful in this situation, unless someone makes a call. Stack Attacker coming out with Rayquaza.
Ooh. That Draco, or that
Delta Stream coming in, meaning we lose the Sun.
And Earth Power targeting that Rayquaza, not gonna affect anything. Origin Pulse coming out 4 times weak.
A great move from Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
A double knockout there. And now all eyes on Salamence for Scott's team. Haven't seen it since earlier, but so now okay. It's not over for Scott yet, though, because most likely Salamence is going to be the fastest. We saw the Rayquaza was quite slow. It outsped Groudon and Trick Room, so it is a bit of bulkier. He just needs to essentially get rid of both of these Pokemon here.
Somehow.
And then he's got to really hope for luck. I'd say he's got like a slim chance. Yeah, they're both at full health there. He basically needs to hope that he gets a double critical hit on Hyper Voice, and that's enough to knock out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that is possibly game, because once you start getting these games where you're worrying, the only way you can win is crits or misses.
That's when it's tough.
It's a very bad spot to be in.
It is terrible.
Spot I'm in a lot.
I feel you. I completely understand that, because I've been in those spots so many times. Sometimes it works out if you just need maybe like a miss or two. But
I will say I do love Mega Salamance's constant. He just nooms throughout. Ooh.
Boy, that was even a crit.
Yep, he got a crit. I don't think that's gonna matter though. We're gonna ascend into the sky.
If Scott takes this, okay. Let's see.
Wow.
If Scott takes this Kyogre's hit and then Hyper Voices, maybe no, it's Ice Beam. Okay.
Yep, Ice Beam. Sorry, Salamence. Alright,
and it was a crit too. That's the stream curse. Adding insult to injury. That's what's gonna happen when Anthony Morales gonna take a win now, 2-1. So very good standings right now. Definitely got a chance of making it later on in the day.
This is a very interesting game. A lot of interesting tech has showed. Oh, hey, we are being handed. So we have our lovely Detective Pikachu here, but we also have Detective Pikachu posters. I went on this rant on Twitter. I don't have many followers, but we have a really great chance with this movie getting #1 or #2 in the box office. Sony and Warner Brothers obviously have a really lot of faith in this.
Yeah.
If we get a really good box office and we already had a decent critical response, like right now I think it's like a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, something
This
high.
could be the beginning of a live action franchise for Pokemon, which would be really great.
I've always wanted that.
Yes, I saw it Thursday night. If you have siblings or friends that even know like a couple Pokemon, take them.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I'm mad because I was gonna buy my nieces tickets, but they saw it before I could get a chance.
At least they saw
Which
it.
is great.
At
Which
least they
is
saw it.
great. Yes, they're gonna love it. Go
Yeah.
see it.
Please
We
go see
have
it.
a really, really great chance, you guys, and I think because we could work on these movies. That's
Who know-
all
I
I'm
know, right?
thinking about.
You could, you really could.
I would love it. I'd probably cry. You'd know.
No, that
I'd
would
cry.
that would be great.
And we got these from the marketing team. So thank you, Detective Pikachu marketing team. It has been amazing.
They've been done
The
such a good job with
dancing
that.
Pikachu video.
I love
watched for a sad amount of time. The fist bump, the fat bounce, the fur. It's so great.
That was
I
the
love
best.
it.
I was cracking
Yes.
up when I saw that. That was amazing.
So we will see you next round. Everyone, grab a snack, take a break, take a bathroom break.
Go
What
buy your
I'm gonna
tickets.
do.
Go buy your tickets during the break and then come back here.
Yes.